Okay, good morning, good evening. What time of day it is where you are in the YouTube? I'm coming to you on live here on YouTube tonight. Wow, because I did a radio show today and I'm thinking a lot about myself. And over the years, being I turned 65 here, and it's great and wonderful. I'm going to say someday I did. You look on Remembrance Day at November 11th, of course, and that remembering war deads and stuff like that. But when it comes down to another type of war that the enemy can't see, like a virus or major virus like COVID-19 or other types of virus like the Spanish flu, what happened? People have tendency to walk away, forget about it, and not realizing that, they're giving thanks for those who gave their lives, you know, those who never made it off rescue. Those are people that I really think about. Those people there never made it. They died in the intensive care. The nurses, the doctors put their lives at risk just to serve those people in the intensive care. The and not only that, but it's a government people and all that who had to do all kind of lockdown. All those people worked so hard to keep people safe during all that. All these people, including me, I like to be hard keepers, but I admit to that, there's only so I do. I remember couldn't do a lot of things, but I remember being bored of hell and well, all those little things. But I can go back and say what is needed here is a special Remembrance Day type ceremony within the province, within the worldwide day of reckoning for those who passed away from the COVID virus. 100,000 people died in ICU worldwide. It couldn't have a cure. And how it kind of cured all the hardworking scientists who fought and came up with it, they need to be necroized. Thing is, problem I see today is this. A virus like this happened, people tend to shove it off, just forget about the past, let's go on future. Well, see on future, this happened after the Spanish flu, the same type of thing. Go on with the future. Go on. And all of a sudden, they're going to happen again. Something I predict sometime in the next 100 years from now, there's going to be another virus that's going to come. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be a nasty one. 9 times worse than the coronavirus and awful. It's so awful that it's going to kill more people than ever before. And by that time, I should be, by 100 years later, a few guys will be long gone home to God and Jesus Christ by then. So I don't really want to think too far ahead, but I can predict something within 100 years now going to be worse than we have ever seen before. But I think there's going to be something else coming up too. Where I look at how things are going in the world. We got a war in Russia with Ukraine. Okay, you got a war in Israel with the Islamic State, Islamic, Gaza Strip war. Now this is really bad because Israel do not. And we look at all those, thing and 2 hurricanes in 2 different areas. What did that tell me? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Talk about 4 angels in the Revelation. 4 angels come to fold all 4 corners of earth. New earth, new heaven. What I think going to happen there is this. Well, here's I think how it's going to play out. Number one, that all of a sudden there'd be some kind of peace treaty made between Russia and Ukraine, and between Israel and the Gaza Strip, something kind of global free, where Israel would surrender to UN, with Canada, and it's ready for the rest to go away. The war ends, and people be happy there. And how about the Russian president? He'll go down. War ends again. And then a unified way of putting it, that's where I believe some kind of United Federation will begin. UN will start what they call United Federation, and it becomes a United Federation of Planets, and it becomes a Star Trek scenario from that point forward. So, I believe that the outcome I'm referring to New Earth, New Heaven. I take it Star Trek scenario here because look at the old episode Star Trek, starring Spock and William Shatner. What did they have? They had a device, the communicator. What happened to that device? Today we have cell phone. Figure this out. Okay, you look at sick bay on Enterprise, and a very beautiful sick bay. Okay, well, what do we have in the hospital ER unit or in the cardiac care unit? Well, you got something called a monitor above bed. Why that? That all copied from Star Trek with the International Space Station and people doing good old place in that. I believe two things will come. You know what's going to be? Number one is this. It's something going to come in the future. It's going to be nice. It's going to be wonderful. But it'll be something that we all can benefit from. And it's not that. Right now, even back in the 1959, late 50s, there was somebody who invented what called quantum energy. Quantum energy is free energy that is based within the universe itself. But unfortunately, the big industry don't like it. Big oil company, they don't like it. They want to be able to put a dead stop to it because it will rob, express it, and they put greed, power, money, profit ahead of something that's been around for years. Now, there was a case where the person invented it, but unfortunately, now they got a quantum physics, quantum energy and physics. It's a free form of energy that that even a couple one advanced race in the galaxy that I heard about, I know of, called the nickname the Elders race, Elders within intergalactic type of in the universe, far away Earth. They come in the form of what they do is the ships got one on Earth in the form of a pyramid here, corner, but nobody knows it. The pyramids themselves producing energy, yes, but the pyramids also were what is considered one of its spaceships, and they came to give Earth and make Earth, right here, but also they have their own planet way off in the galaxy, far away Earth. And it's human-like, but they use the quantum energy and magnetic suits to filter human waste and everything else. They are sort of that. Yeah, but you know what? That is very true. That's the race call that out in the universe. I know that for a fact. Know why? I just know these things for a fact. And I can say where. But I know too is that, I know they always talk to you by telepathic means. Look at quantum energy. Like a human spirit, it's energy. Yes. The energy in my body that keeps me going a day. How that energy produced? It's free energy. It's produced in your body by quantum physics that make your body work. Without that, you wouldn't have energy. It's free energy, see? But free energy is well, not that. It costs you more in physics. It will cost point. It will cost people their life. I believe that energy someday that quantum type of energy is going to be used to power houses, power buildings, major cities, be bringing the use off of fossil fuel, but only going to happen when the last piece of coal mined from the ground and nothing left to mine. Then they start using it. That mankind, if mankind today don't smarten up, they're not going to have a future. That is a sad part to say about sad reality. You know, the WHO said we won't get food again. Now they knew what they're talking about. If you were to look at songs like Primus, like, show pyramids, but it shows them something like that, like a spaceship superstar or the other one. I took a trip on a rocket ship, take me to the captain. Two great songs for Primus. Both of them were way ahead of their time when they wrote songs, but still they knew stuff but we didn't know. The Who knew that COVID-19 were coming when they wrote the song "Won't Get Food Again." Why? But we'll be fooled again. See, because mankind don't learn. I know this. I've seen the observation for years. Being over 60, I know what's going on, but I'm not going on anymore about this rap. Matter of fact, I say, you know what? Yep, this video brought to you by CFNU, Community Radio at Master University. Tune us in at cfnu.ca and listen to us. We love to hear you. And now that the word from my sponsor, so blog is now over. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you will enjoy your rest of your night or day, wherever you're looking from. Thank you. Goodbye.